Okay, and the main thing I want to talk about is when it comes to the decks is just saving for trainers. That's really huge and something that everyone needs to do. If you want to make R tier or you want to even be in your high SSS plus tier and things of that nature, you need to be saving for trainers unless you're going to whale. If you're a whale, you can do whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't matter. But if you don't want a whale, you want a dolphin, or you want to play the game your way, which is what I've always done, is play it my way. Save. Saving is the biggest thing that I've done that's changed the whole game around for me. So save your diamonds. As you see right now, I have 20k diamonds saved up. Save your diamonds. Then when your dual trainers come, summon for them. And then you'll see your growth happen rapidly. It'll happen huge. It'll be big gains. So that's one of the things that you want to do if you do want to improve drastically in this game. I suggest everyone who's not a whale save for your trainers. If you do that, that'll be the biggest gains you'll ever see. What is up, YouTube? It's your boy John and Do, and I'm coming back at you with another Baseball Superstars 2021 video. So as you guys just see, your boy Matrix, your boy John and Do has just made R+. I've been out here grinding, my boys. I've made R+, and I've been doing it my way. I haven't whaled, haven't did anything. I've been staying to the dolphin strategies that I provided in those videos back in the day. So I just want to let you know I made some characters. I remember I was talking about making that R picture. I accomplished that, made a R1 picture, third best picture in the game, best Shining Angels picture, not picture, best Shining Angels catcher in the game, period. So if we actually look in this guy, we'll see from it being ran, it's not anything that's amazing or super hard to get. You saw my Anubis pulls, you saw my Bassetti pulls, and I got lucky on Michaela. But everything else is just basic. And I was able to make a top catcher with this deck. I did go in and use the support skills to maximize on the Lucy and the Daisy, and just went in and did my normal catcher run that I would normally do, and there you have it. I'm one of the best catchers in the game, top 3 catcher, and I'm very proud of that. So, and then I came and did a first base run, have the number 5 first base in the game, double R2. Now this was an amazing run. I don't know if it can be duplicated, but it was one hell of a run that I did have for this one. But came out a R2, no support skills, only 89 skills as well. So this was an amazing run that I had, made a top first base as well. So I'm on the top boards for catcher and first base. And let's go back into catcher and look. As you see as well, the skills is not really all that, because in Shining Angels you're mainly looking for those stats. Those stats are going to be what boost you more than anything. But I did accomplish that. Now I want to show you guys and talk about deck building and things of that nature, of what you can do in order to increase your characters and your ratings. Okay, so when building decks, the main thing you want to focus on is basically you want to have characters to build around. So when you're doing your pools and when you're looking for trainers, you want to make sure you're getting good trainers to build around. Now, I like to call those trainers your carries. So who's going to carry your decks? The biggest carries to me are, of course, your 4 dual trainers, which will be Hazer, Isis, Bassetti, and Anubis. Those are your 4 biggest carries to me. You're going to get your most bang for your buck from those 4. Also, the next biggest carries from there will be Britra and Michaela. They're huge. They're huge. So me personally, if I was going to focus on trainers, those would be my main 6 I would focus on is the 4 duels, Britra, and Michaela. You get your best bang for them. Easily your best bang for your buck from those 6 trainers. Then after that, you want to start min and maxing. The best way to go for your trainers as well is when you're starting this game anew, is to go for them for 3-star only. Don't try to max them all the way unless they're dual. Duals gain their biggest buck from being maxed. So all dual trainers, you should aim to max them, period. If you're not maxing a dual trainer, you're not getting good value from them, period. But for your other trainers, start off with going for 3-star, and then after that, boosting them up even more. Look for certain things of your trainers, because some of them get like placement at 4-star. So those are certain things to look at. See, this is very common in your pitching decks where you won't see them get placement until about 4-star. That's level 45 is them getting 4-star and getting that placement. Placement is huge. It's one of the biggest things. You will get much better training when you have trainers on placement, because if you're aiming for that stat, and they will be landing on that stat more and more and more with the placement. So you want to get placement all the time. That's why you always hear about people talking about placement. You always hear about your top tier players talking about placement. It's literally, it is that big. It's the best thing that they can have is placement and training reward all. Placement, training reward all are easily the best stats. So here's another good trainer that a lot of people like and want to get as well. As you see, she has placement at an early stage. This is Valentine, as of course that I'm talking about here. But she has placement at level 10, so she gets that placement in the initial time that you get her. But when you upgrade her, she also gets the training reward all. At 5-star, she gets training reward all plus 40%. Training reward all is huge. Placement and training reward all, if they have them both, that's a top tier trainer right there alone. As you know, duels don't need placement just because of they have 2 stats. They're always going to land on one of those stats anyway. But to have placement for a single attribute trainer is huge. You want that if you can get that trainer. Training reward all is another thing that's huge, because of even if they land on a, let's say if you have all mental trainers and you had Michaela in there, and Michaela had landed on the mental training, she still boosts that training because she has the training reward all. So you definitely want to focus on getting trainers with training reward all if they have them. That's why I also said that Michaela is one of the carries, because she is huge. Definitely a trainer you want to invest in. So if you're asking me on 6 trainers that you could invest in to improve on getting your ratings up, of course, like I said, any 4 dual trainers. Me personally, I go for all dual trainers. I think they're the biggest bang for your buck, because of they get the 240%, which we'll just hop into Hater right here and show you. 240% right here for the special training reward from any dual trainer. So it doesn't matter which dual trainer it is, all of them is going to do that. They all come with UR gear. They have 2 stat attributes. I mean, you cannot go wrong with dual trainers. Dual trainers, that's what I would suggest on building your deck around. Build it around the dual trainer. Add in the other trainers later. But you do want to maximize the dual trainers. So always be saving for the dual trainers, because they do come around in cycles. Save for them, maximize them, then bring in your other trainers at 3, 4, 5-star later on. And just start building your deck up. Okay, let's talk about this item shop again. This item shop, I still think it's the same. Like, there's really not too many good packs Sometimes if you have a trainer that you really want to get, you can buy these packs as well, the celebration packs. They aren't bad value. Uh, so if you're wanting to spend a little bit more than your average dolphin or so, then those are not bad value. I always say this is the best pack right here. As you see, mine is about to run out, and I'll be buying it again. You get a lot of diamonds over 30 days, so that's clearly to me the best pack to buy from the shop. Um, these right here, they come and they go. If you saw my last video, I don't think these are worth it at all. If you wanna buy for the jeans, then you can. But I mean, 15 bucks for 30 jeans, really? I mean, if you got it like that, then by all means. But me personally, it's not a good pack that I would recommend buying. These come along as well for when a new trainer comes. I do not suggest buying these as well. 45 bucks for these. That's really expensive in my end. And most of the time the trainer isn't worth all that. So not something that I would suggest doing. So the packs will remain the same. One thing you should be doing as well is making sure that you are getting all your blue and green items, because you should be saving up to make that Lictor's UR ticket. And you're going to need a lot of these items. So anytime your shop is updating, or you can update your shop, make sure you're doing it by all your blue and green items that you can buy. That way, when you do come around to doing these Lictors, you're going to have those condition items. So in the Lictors, when you're making your UR ticket, on stealth, I think it's this one right here, condition items, normal or high, you need 100 of these. Now, you may be saying, hey, I have a lot of them right now, but just wait till you start doing these more and more and more. As you start doing these, you're going to run out of those items so fast. So make sure that you're saving them up. Keep buying them from the shop, because over time, when you start doing these Lictors, you're going to need 100 of the greens and even 100 of the blues. Now, if you're lucky and you've been cubing a lot of trainers and things of that nature, then you'll have purple items that you could use for these. But for the green ones, you can only use those ones that you're basically when you go into a superstar league and you're using. Those are the only items you can use for those. So it's a little bit harder for these actual normal ones than it is for the development items, because these are just the ones that you use when you're creating your mind player. So you'll have a lot of the purples you can use here, but on these, save them up. Buy from that shop, save them up. That way, when it's time to do these Lictors, you can just do them and make a lot of trainers. One of the things the games will do is it will give you a lot of different trainers when you're using those tickets, as we just talked about. So for me, Rowena was a trainer that I actually didn't summon not once. I got her max just from playing the game. It gave me so many copies of her. As you saw, I summoned for Hathor and Isis. And then I had to go back in. I had got series all the way to about 4-star from tickets and things. And then like she came around and I pitied like 3 copies of her. So all pities. So, and that's how I got her maxed. But the game will give you copies of a character. Like even Flemish, I have her maxed and I never summoned for her. So if you just play the game, as you get those UR tickets, like some characters you're just gonna get those on repeat more than others. And for Rowena, she was bad until the Isis updates, and once Isis came around, like, hey, she was the perfect person to fit for Isis. So I got lucky on that part, but the game will provide you with luck from time to time. So even in some of my summon videos, as you guys see, I get lucky. Okay, so here's a graph from last season, and it's just going to show you the game. So as you see, I started off around SS minus last season, and I just made major gains. I just kept on sticking to my plan of waiting for dual trainers and summoning for dual trainers. And as you see, I was able to go from SSS to R minus last season, and as of now I'm at R plus. So it just shows if you are saving for those trainers, you can make huge gains from that. You don't have to go out and well. You don't have to do anything of that nature. You can just save, play in your way, and then make big progress and huge progress as those dual trainers come out. Now, another thing that is important is also making sure that you do have the 3-star trainers as well. And like for me, I've always gotten that with tickets. I've never had to go into banners to get those other trainers. I've always been able to get them with actual UR tickets. So if you're playing the game, you're getting those UR tickets. You're doing the stuff to make sure that you maximize on electors as well for that. It'll come. The only thing welling does is it speeds up progress. So you don't have to go out and well. If you do, like, you're just gonna speed up your progress. You can still get there by just playing. And if you play it smartly, you'll still get there in a timely manner. Like, I've always been able to make progress whenever I wanted to make it. But for me, it's just been about saving, waiting for those good trainers to come. It's something any and everybody can do. It's just waiting for the right trainers, making sure you save up your diamonds for those trainers. Because when the dual trainers comes, you don't have the diamonds to actually maximize those dual trainers. That's already a lot of progress that's lost. The dual trainers are your carries. You do need them. If you're not going to go for a dual trainer, then Britra and Michaela, they're also good carries. So either those two or dual trainers. Those are going to be your best bang for your bucks in this game. Period. Okay, now let's talk about deck building and what you're looking for when you're building decks. Now, the little chains are combo events. Combo events are big. A lot of people don't take notice to them, but they're big because they provide stamina, they provide stats. It's a lot of different things those combo events provide. I've noticed when I have a lot of combo events, it's easier for me to get into high ranking, like R's and things of that nature, because that's what I'm aiming at now. So combo events, huge. The more you have, the better. They don't hurt. Even if you have extra stamina, like, that's not gonna hurt. That's wonderful. Another thing about them is a lot of people you need to make sure what you're looking at is your skills. So when you are building your decks, you want to maximize on not the most skills, the best high rating skills you can get. So if you have, like, you want to aim for your URs and your SSR skills. Those are the big skills right there. Like, I've had decks where I don't have that many skills, but because I have so many SSR skills, I'll still end up making a high ranking player. So high ranking skills are what you want to aim at, not the most skills. If you have a lot of, like, blue skills or even purple skills, like your R skills or your SR skills, I mean, you won't really make a really big character based on skills. It's looking for those UR skills and those SSR skills. You want to aim for those. You want to get as many as you can there. You know, I always aim for 10 plus on every deck I make, especially batting decks. Don't have as many as pitching decks. And I'll show you. This was my first base deck. 10 skills. As you see, max idle swing and max switch hitter is what I have. I don't even have max first base resolve. So I aimed for my 2 UR skills but as you see, I have 6 SSR skills, which is making my skill rating higher and allowing me to achieve that double R2 that I've accomplished here. So you want to aim for a lot of SSR skills and your UR skills. You know, don't worry about aiming at the purple, the SR skills, or the R skills. Aim for aim high for those, and you'll end up making a really good high rating character. Cores is something that's very important with my Bassetti. She is the only one that has the all super boosted cores. Makes sense, right? She was my first dual trainer, my first trainer actually, and you know I invested a lot in her. So she has all super boosted cores, which is one of the reasons why I try to make sure I utilize her in all my decks. But super boosted cores are how you're going to be able to make your character much higher and with a very high rating. So getting the super boosted cores is just a time gap, but you do want to make sure that you are getting those high. That way you can be making the best character possible. Support skills is another thing. These are strictly a time gap. They take a while. But support skills would allow you to maximize your character as well. It's just going to take a while. You need 15 of these in order to get one from level 0 to level 5. So it's a big time gap, but if you are investing in those, you will be able to maximize characters. I've seen where it's been taking people from what they'd be making maybe a RR2 to all the way to a RR5. Some people even out there trying to get triple Rs, and I've seen Korea with triple Rs. So it's possible as long as you're utilizing and maximizing on those support skills. Alright guys, and last but not least, I want to give thanks to Baseball Superstars 2021, the community, the developers, CM Valentine. I want to just give you guys thanks. You know, they put me on the useful tips and guides for beginners, influencers for the game, and I just thank you guys for that. I'm honored, I'm touched by that. So I truly am grateful and thankful for that. When I saw that, I was amazed. I didn't know anything like that was even coming, but it did, and it brought tears to my eyes and brought joy in my life. So I thank you guys for that. But last but not least, I want to give thanks to you guys as well for watching me and continuing to watch these videos that I put out. You know, so I thank you guys for that. Today's video, I want to just make sure everybody's out there improving and how you can improve. It's possible without spending like tons and tons of money. Like, you don't even have to dolphin the way I do. I just feel like that one pack is such good value. It's one of the packs that you definitely want to invest in, which is the 30-day diamond pack. Any other pack is up to your discretion, but that pack right there is definitely one of the ones I highly suggest in order to speed it up a little bit, you know, because if you're waiting for those trainers, you know, that 3k diamonds do add up. Like, that's 6 summons right there. Definitely something of value right there when you think about you could be pulling for these guys a lot. Alright, with that said, my guys, I'm going to get out of here. Once again, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the Baseball Superstars 2021 community, the developers, everyone. Thank you guys. Y'all have a good one. Your boy John and Do is out of here. Peace.